All right, here we go. Testing. Oh, it's not bad. Let me see on YouTube. Let's see. How does it sound on YouTube? I don't know. I'm not hearing anything yet. But it's pretty delayed on YouTube. Let's see. Alright, YouTube is fine. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Let's turn on the cam. Get started. Another day. More testing. Yesterday I checked and man, it was really low. I did not like the fact that I could barely hear the music. I could barely hear myself. But we'll try again today. We're gonna do the same mix. We're gonna go ahead and do what we did before. Let me open up. Where is it? There that is. We're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're gonna start off with some chess, and then after we do the chess stream, we'll do boot.dev. Still gotta grind that as well. I like the silver. I was thinking back on it. I do like the silver chest, but I think I spent too long on chess. So today we did start a little bit later, 9:30. We're gonna see how that goes. One of the things I also need to figure out is the S's. I don't like the way it sounds in the mic. I might have to mess with that, but today I'm trying a little bit of a louder music setup, and also put up the mic a little bit more since the music is gonna be up. But we'll see. Let's see if anything changes. Alright, let's just start gearing up. I think I'm gonna deep dive into try to have at least today deep dive into a project. I'll do the beginnings of it. Yeah, I think I'll do the beginnings of a project. I don't know which one, but I know that keep on a theme. I may try to do the chess theme. So I'll kind of begin by explaining what the project is, what the idea is, and then I'll do a breakdown of how I'm gonna get that done. I think that should be good enough for the first one. I'm gonna make my first project. I was thinking about it all day today. I think I'm gonna make it more dedicated towards my family. I think it makes sense, right? I mean, the reason I stream at 9 p.m. and no other time is because I have to take care of my family. And then when I'm able to get some time, that's when I start doing everything else. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start. We'll do our dailies. Start off with, switch over to here, do some chess.com, and I need to put this over here now. Hold on, let's fix this stuff. I still need to do a lot of the fine tuning with my mic and everything else. To be honest, I did not want to stream today. But this is the only way I'm going to be able to record this stuff. And I mean, yeah, I could record solo, but I think adding the live aspect of it is going to be really beneficial for later. And also looking at the way I've been playing, it doesn't look like I've been scoring too high lately. And we want to change that. I think I might do 2 games today though, depending on how it goes. We'll see. All right, here we go. We're on black. I'm gonna play Sicilian. Oh no, I meant to play here. All right, we're already blundering. I don't know what I'm doing. Alpine, Sicilian defense. I don't know how to play this. Okay, I'm okay with this. Gonna play here, right? Come back here. If he plays that, I'm okay. I'll just win this here. I'm gonna go ahead and put pressure on this knight. Dark squares are pretty weak here. I'm gonna annoy him. Not let him castle just yet. I'm trying to move my bishop away. Now I could go here. Is there any reason not to? No, I can't think of a good reason not to, right? Even if he pushes here, I'm fine with that. Plays my night trap, take 6/6. No, this one didn't move. Plays here, he's trying to play this. Can I stop that? I don't think I can. No, I'll just take here if he does that. So I'm gonna continue my play. Play here, try to get down here. Alright, so I take here, plays rook over, come here. I don't know, I think I'm pretty safe. It's a little scary though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also threatening to take here. I like playing this anyway. Can I get away with this? Yes, I can, because I could take here, he takes, I take here. And then I can play... Do I even wanna... Okay. Alright, I guess. It's a threat. It's gonna sack the bishop, is that a threat? Alright, whatever, I'll come in. Can I play this check? I don't have a lot of pieces developed here. I don't want to go crazy right now. Let's do this first. Eventually I want to play this as well. Okay, plays pawn push, which is fine. So I really have to play this bishop back. Should have taken here. Play here. Threatening this. What? Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we'll play one more. Let's get warm up. Music might be a little too loud, let me check. Music, seeing if it's too loud or not. Yeah, it is a little way too loud. Let me put it down. I think that should be better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I don't like the way it's mixed though, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I can make it more smooth, the transition between the music and my voice, but actually there probably is a way to do it, but it's fine. For now, again, we're just trying to get stuff going. I'm not trying to like go crazy. Bring the music down a little bit more. Let's do halfway. There we go, I think that's better. Alright, we'll continue. We'll go ahead and start a new game. I'm gonna start out, I'm gonna play d4. Plays knight c6. Okay, I'm gonna just play knight f6, knight f3. Okay, I don't know what he's trying to get into, but I'm just gonna play. They control the center. I'm okay with this. Fight over this square. Okay with all of this stuff. Alright, he's just playing quick. I don't think he's thinking about what he's doing. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna play rook over. He wants my bishop here. I don't know what to do here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna play this. Fuck it. I'm not gonna give him the bishop. Now he's attacking this here. I'm just gonna play here for now. Okay, he can have the bishop now. I think I'm okay. Oh, actually, I'll bring it back. Slowly make my position better. Attacking this here, also threatening. See. Can I ever take here? The bishop moves. I mean the knight moves and the queen moves. I'm trying to get my knight here. Feels wrong. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. I'm not very awake today. Wish I could play this. We play knight takes here. Yep. Running out of time. I gotta be quicker. Messed up. I don't think I was good there anymore, to be honest. I was playing straight up on intuition. I wasn't really like knowing what I was doing. So what is this? Okay, so this is all a book move. Apparently this is terrible. What was my best move here? This? Yeah, that's my best move. Hold on, let me go. Wait, what is this? Oh, cool. So they allow you to like figure out what the best move is. Okay. So here the best move is this. Okay. So this isn't the best move. It is fine here. I'm assuming usually when like locking up isn't the best move, what you have to do is something to the effect of something to the effect of like ignoring this and developing in pieces. So maybe this is the best move here. No, that's not it. That's not the best move. Is it takes? I don't know, believe it's takes here. Yeah. This? No, so what's the best move here? Let's see. Oh, it's just bishop e2. Yeah, see, it's developing in pieces. Alright, why is the best move? Oh, they get two castles. Well, okay, that makes sense. Now here's the best move. No, it's probably still this, right? No. This? The hell's the best move here? This? Can't be that. Alright, tell me what's the best move. Get the fuck out of here. What? Really? No. No, I refuse. If anybody play this against me, they're cheating. Who the fuck? Alright, whatever. I'm done. Let me just check out this game. Alright. Yeah, so here, when I was doing this, I was just playing out of intuition. I know, like, I wasn't really doing what's right. I knew he could take there. I don't know why he didn't take. I played bishop, what, b5? And then I'm winning now? Yeah, right. Okay, so this is fine. All this is fine. Yeah, I had a feeling once I took here, I felt like I was going down the wrong path anyway. Me finding that is crazy. Then of course I played the wrong move. And then he messed up. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a quick break, come back, and then we'll just go into boot.dev stuff. All right, let's get back into this. Where was I? Windows. So last time, again, I spent way too long just getting stuff started. I'm just gonna go straight into boot.dev. I don't care about anything else. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do a silver chest. I'm just gonna start. Go right ahead. So clean interfaces. Writing clean interfaces is hard. Frankly, anytime you're dealing with abstract code. Hold on, let me make sure. There we go. I'm in here. Anytime you're dealing with abstractions in code, the simple can become complex very quick. The simple can become complex very quickly if you're not careful. Let's go over some rules of thumb for keeping interfaces clean. Keep interfaces small. If there is only one piece of advice that you take away from this lesson, make it this. Keep interfaces small. Interfaces are meant to define the minimal behavior necessary to accurately represent an idea or concept. Here's an example from the standard HTTP package of a larger interface. That's a good example of defining minimal behavior. So we have a file, IO closer, IO reader, IO seeker. Okay, any type that satisfies the interface's behaviors can be considered by the HTTP package as a file. So anything that satisfies this, the reader, read adder, that. This is convenient because the HTTP package doesn't need to know if it's dealing with a file on disk, a network buffer, or simply a byte. Interfaces should have no knowledge of satisfying type. Satisfying types. An interface should define what is necessary for other types to clarify as a member of that interface. Interface should define what is necessary for other types to classify as a member of that interface. They shouldn't be aware of any types that happen to satisfy the interface at design time. For example, let's assume we are building an interface to describe the components necessary to define a car. We have color, speed, is fire truck. Color, speed make perfect sense. They are methods confined in the scope of a car. Is fire truck? This is an anti-pattern. We are forcing all cars to declare whether or not they are a fire truck. In order for this pattern to make any amount of sense, we would need a whole list of possible subtypes. Is pickup type? Is, yeah, okay. Where does it end? So you want to make sure that whatever you're adding in here is a little bit more abstract. You want to make it very clear, right? Like you shouldn't be knowing that you're satisfying a type with an interface. It kind of falls back into the keep interfaces small. It's kind of like keep it small and concise. Instead, the developer should have relied on the native functionality of type assertions to deliver the underlying type when given an instance of a car interface. Or if a sub interface is needed, it can be defined as fire truck, car, and then hose line. Which interfaces the required methods from car as an embedded interface and adds one additional required method to make the car a fire truck. Interfaces are not classes. Interfaces are not classes. They're slimmer. Interfaces don't have constructed. Interfaces don't have interfaces are not classes, okay? So interfaces are not classes, they're similar. Sorry, they're slimmer. Interfaces don't have, hold on, am I even saying? Interfaces don't have constructors or destructors that require that data is created or destroyed. Interfaces aren't hierarchical by nature, though they're syntactic sugar to create interfaces that happen to be supersets of other interfaces. Interfaces define function signatures, but not underlying behavior. Making interface often won't dry up your code in regards to struct methods. For example, if 5 types satisfy the format string interface, they all need their own version of string func. So they're slimmer. They don't have constructors or destructors. The required data is created or destroyed. They aren't hierarchical by nature. But there is some syntactic sugar to create interfaces that happen to be supersets of other interfaces. Interfaces define signatures, function signatures, but not underlying behavior. It won't dry up your code in regards to struct method. For example, if 5 types satisfy the stringer interface, they all need their own version of string function. Interfaces should have few as possible. It is okay for interfaces to be aware of the types that satisfy them. Yeah, well, wouldn't it be okay? No, not they shouldn't be aware of it. According to the lessons, what is the primary goal of keeping interfaces small? To reduce complexity of implementation, to only define the essential behaviors, to make code more flexible. Really to only define the necessary behaviors, right? The essential behaviors. Interfaces allow you to define a method's implementation once and use it for many different types. True. What? Okay, I went too fast. Interfaces allow you to define a method's implementation once and use it for many different types. No, right, because you're only using it for one type. Okay, whoops. On to the next one. So now we have a message formatter. As TextView evolves, the team has decided to introduce a new feature for custom message formats. Depending on the user's preferences, messages can be sent in different formats, such as plain text, markdown code, or even encrypted text. To effectively manage this, you implement a system using interfaces. Implement formatter interface with a method format that returns a formatted string. Interface formatter, a method format. I don't know, I forgot the structure of this. Let me go back. Struct or interface. Oops. Right, it's type. Type and then interface. Then we're going to define, it needs to have format in it. Which returns define structs that satisfy the format interface, so plain text, bold, code. Struct must all have a message field type string. Right, this also needs a message in here. String, right? A struct must all have a message, okay. Plain text should return the message as is. So we have what we're doing, a struct, plain text. I'm gonna do another one. Code and another one for code. So, okay, I'm writing this down, right? But can't I just do... Actually, never mind. I was thinking, can't I just straight up do something like... to the effect of, what is it? String? No. formatter here, but right, I'm defining a struct. I'm not like creating a type, so you need to have message in here, string. I don't know, we'll see. Dump this here as well. Dump this here as well. Something feels wrong about this, but it's okay. I'll figure it out. Why is this like formatted differently? What am I missing here? Whatever. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Let me see. Okay, so it's type struct. Type here as well. Okay, so now, wait, can I just do this? No, I can't, because I'm gonna have to do something like function. What are we doing? Like P for plain text, right? And then I'm gonna do format. And then this, basically. Something to that effect for all of them. I don't know, something I genuinely think I'm not thinking about interfaces correctly here. So, I think it's okay. I won't think too much about it. Okay, whatever. So plain text should just return the message as is. So what is it? Just return message. Bold will return in bold. What was it? Sprint like this, and then sprint F. It was something like this. And then code is going to be what? Something similar, except instead of this, it's going to be C code C, and then you're just wrapping it with this this thingy here, little backticks. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'll try it anyway. Right, so some syntax errors. So name, string, interface type, possibly missing semicolon. Semicolon, huh? Does this need semicolons? I don't think so. Need a comma for interfaces? No. What? Type? Formatter. Interface. Start. Stop. Format. What am I doing wrong here? It's mad at this. Isn't this just a named type here? What's wrong with this? I don't see the issue. Need to find what this returns, maybe? 'Cause Unexpected name string and interface type. Probably missing or new line. I don't know. I don't see it. Also, shouldn't all this be filtered for like, why can't I just do interface? Am I misspelling interface? Like if I do interfaces, shouldn't this show up? Wait, is it because of this? Don't tell me. Not sure what I'm doing wrong here. This should also work, no? How many return values? What? Can I use plain text value of a struct type plain text as a formatter value? Plain text does not implement formatter. Wrong type for method and format. Even though I have this format casted here, I'm so confused of what I'm doing wrong. Right, because this should work now, right? It's saying that unexpected name. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I don't think I made that mistake earlier. String, right? Unexpected name, string, and interface type. Okay. I'm gonna remove it. I expect this to break, but let's see what. Undefined message, right? Too many return values. Okay. So why is this not defining as a string? I don't understand. I'm misspelling anything here. So we have type, formatter, interface. Should just be formatter here like that. Again, why is this without the I again? String. I'm confused. I'm gonna copy this here, dump it here for now. See what we get. Change this to formatter. Change this to format. And I also need message, which is strings, what I know for sure. Still doesn't like that. If I remove this one, just leave that. It's gonna matter too many return values. Can I use bold as formatter value in struct? Bold does not implement a formatter. Wrong type for method format. Bold does not implement formatter. Right, just trying to use it, it's not working. Why? But wouldn't it work because I have format here? Casted into bold. Oh, this needs to return string. And then same thing here. What's up with my eye? It's not working. Oh, is it really? Was that really it? I guess I don't need this here. I don't like that it didn't work because I added this here. There's something up with this. Unexpected name string and interface type. Whatever. We'll leave it as this for now. I'm considering going back and seeing if there are examples of interfaces that have the method but also have like some type of type as well, because that's kind of what I was trying to do here. No, it just has the method. It's like it's just a method here. Is it always gonna have a method? No, right? If it doesn't have a method, what is it? Is it just a struct? Is that why? Interfaces allow you to focus on what does. Okay, they help you write more flexible, reusable code. Defining behaviors like methods that different types can share. Interfaces are collections of type implements. So interfaces are just used for the method definitions? I guess so. I wonder why I thought otherwise. Otherwise, wait, are you, oh right, because you're doing the method definition already in the struct itself. I kind of want to solve this last one, even though we did a daily test, but it's already 10:30. It's been an hour. Right, where are we at? Yeah, it's been about an hour. I think I'm gonna just start on getting started on my project that I want to work on. Switch over here. Let's go full cam. So I've been thinking for a while, and I don't know, let me see. Hold on. Let's change this light to sub different lightings, right? There we go. That's a lot better. So I've been thinking. There are a few projects I want to work on. I think one of them I mentioned earlier. Let's open up Excalibur here. Now I was talking about a bunch of different projects I want to work on. What? It's not here on my Excalibur? Do I have to like sign in? It's acting like I opened it for the first time. joking me. Did I drop it in Figma? Is that what happened? Yeah, I think I did. I dropped it in Figma. Brain map. No, because I was just doing portfolio, whatever. I've thought of a few different things I want to work on. And a few of the things I mentioned was something like I was thinking about using my NeoVim config and doing some updates to my NeoVim config just to make myself a little bit quicker. I also thought about doing some test stuff, but I think the first thing I want to work on is going to be something super simple, super easy. And I think what I can do is incorporate that into the stream as well. So I was bouncing between, even as I was streaming, I was about to be between these two ideas. The first one was going to be like a chess app for for helping teach chess to like younger kids. And that was the first one that I thought I was going to do. And now I think I want to go a little bit easier than that, because I think my vision for that is a little more complex than what I want to start off in the first few streams. I'm going to do the very first idea that I had, which was creating the game that started it all for me. When I first started doing computer software engineering, and then when I actually decided this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, I was actually Uber driving in the middle of Manhattan, and I had my laptop, my gaming laptop at the time, and I just wanted to learn a little bit of code. So I did a YouTube tutorial to learn Python. And before that, I had a little bit of experience in college doing Java and doing Python for introductory courses. I was going to take the data structures and algorithms course, but one thing led to another. I wasn't able to take it. But when I first decided that this is what I was going to do, I was Uber driving in New York City, and I was taking a Python course, and one of the first things that they had us do was create Snake Game. And this is, for me, is coming full circle, because I also wanted to do streaming for a while, wanted to do YouTube for a while, and I came up with this idea called Fell in Love with Code. The whole point of me sitting down here and trying to get used to talking, trying to get back into the groove of recording myself talking, creating videos, is where software engineers stand as a whole right now with Vibe Code, Claude Code, all these different AI tools. I don't believe that the software engineering we knew is going to be, I mean, it clearly is not going to be the same for a while. And a lot of the joy in the point of programming is dying. When you could just Google something and you get a result right away, versus having to go in and actually delve deep into the tools of the internals of why things work. And when you're working on these projects, and I'm looking for jobs right now, and I'm seeing, okay, everything you need to have AI tools or code so that you could train this AI. I don't, like, to an extent, like, that is good. There are tools I want to make with AI, but I don't think in the long run it's going to be very sustainable. Now, whether that's the energy crisis with all of these different data centers being a problem, or even the fact that when you get down to the nitty-gritty, these tools are not strong. And for the little bit that I do understand about these tools, it is just linear algebra. Points on a graph being plotted to get the most optimal line for what you want. Now, I've used these tools pretty deeply so I can understand it for myself. I don't want to just come out here and be like, oh, AI is trash because it's taking my job. No, I use these tools. I try to make something difficult with these tools, and you get to a point where you just are fighting the tool to just do what you want it to do. So I don't think AI is at the point, or may not be, at least this type of AI may not be at the point where it's going to be able to take all the software jobs. No, I need to find a way to understanding what the market is. I need to find a way to actually find my own purpose in this place. And I think one of the ways I can do that is by going in and doing projects that I like, projects that I enjoy. And I find myself back where I'm like, I joined software engineering, and I wanted to do coding because of the creativity that I saw what you can do with code. And I want to get back a little bit of that. So I'm going to start again. I'm going to make Snake Game, and I have an idea of how I want it to work, where I want to have Snake Game be able to be played on its own. So I imagine a world where I hit this be right back screen, and within this be right back screen, instead of me just having some default template like this, maybe I have some type of site or app where I have the Snake Game playing, and it's either played through chat, right? Because there's Twitch plays chat, or some type of automated feature where the snake itself is being controlled, or I have some type of algorithm controlling it. I don't know exactly what the idea, like that's the basis of the idea. It is going to stem from me just creating Snake Game. After I create Snake Game, then I'm going to go ahead and automate it, and then maybe try to input some type of chat features. I think that'd be cool, right? If I could just go, use the bathroom, and then have like Snake Game tournament going with different Twitch chatters playing, or I don't know. We'll see. But I want to make it as interactive as possible, and I want to use a lot of the tools that I do know as I go to improve it and make the ideas scale a little bit more. I'm keeping it vague on purpose, mostly because I'm not exactly sure where I want to take this, but I do know I want to go in and add some webhooks. I want to get multiple rooms going at a time. I want it to be asynchronous, where you have a bunch of people playing together at the same time. But yeah, I don't know where that's going to go, right? Whether it's going to be getting top Twitch chats or having something more like snake.io for inspiration. But regardless, I'm going to just start off by making just a base game. And I think I'm going to try to make it in React 3 Fiverr, similar to what I'm doing with my website, just because I want it to be 3D for now. But I may do some research on that as well, right? Because it isn't just always, right? You don't always just want to build on what you're used to. Eventually, I'm going to want to make something like this in Go as well. Because I do want to see if using Go will help make things just a little bit quicker. So I have a bunch of these ideas. I'm going to just write some stuff down, and I think this will just be a little bit of a working session for today. I'm not going to commit to anything. I think I'm just going to go through and just get the ideas down and see where I want to go with this. I think if at the end of this day I have more of an understanding of how I'm going to build the game, it's a win for me. But I also should consider too the portfolio website. I don't want to let that go. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to switch over to my Mac. Just make sure it's all good here on this side. And yeah, I'm going to start the working session. Let's do this, and there we go. Cool. All right, there we go. Now I have control. Whoops, let me go ahead and let me full screen on this side so I can see it better. I also want to remove the... There we go. I want to remove the... There's like a yellow tint. I saw it when I was watching the recording. I don't like the yellow tint. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Hopefully I don't expose anything here. This display here. True tone, I think. Yep, get rid of that. There we go. Cool. All right. So I have my brain map here. I'm gonna go over here. I'm just gonna make a rectangle. I'm gonna call this. Oh wait, can I make a frame? Let me remove this, delete this. Make a frame. It's F for frame. Let's do presentation. It's 116 by 9. Cool. Rename this to, what do I want to call this? Snake game. Before I forget, let me also add a frame here for this as well. Dump this stuff in here. It's all going to be portfolio stuff. Go. Try to keep my stuff as organized as I can, so I don't get lost in the sauce here. Cool. I think for Snake Game, it might be worth doing a little bit of research. Let me just write a few. I'm gonna do like a post-it note. I wish I had like some type of post-it note. Change this to do something like that. Whatever, it's fine. It's good. Why? What? That was so weird. Why did that make my screen flicker there? Me changing the font of that made the screen flicker. Focus, focus. Okay, so we have the rectangle. I want to create text box here. Text box 96 is fine. And let's call this research. Research. Do like within here. Just do like what. I eventually want to incorporate this on Twitch, and I don't know if I want to make it. Do I want to make it like an app? I don't know. How do I want to do this? I think I saw something previously, like if I go YouTube weapons tournament or something like that. I saw this in some Twitch stream where it was like 2 weapons versus each other. Let me see. Yeah, I saw something like this. And this is where I got the idea for the Snake Game stuff. Hopefully it's not mad. Just scroll down in case it isn't mad. There we go. Yeah, I saw something like this. Okay, so this gave me the idea of actually creating the app itself before the Snake Game. I saw someone had this on their stream as like their like be right back. And all it is just 2 weapons fighting. They have some rules here. They're within some confines. So I think it will be beneficial for me to have that. Now, let me just take this here. I still need to do some thinking of how I want to get this done. Do that. There we go. Take a quick screenshot here. And right now, I think I'm just going to start by taking a bunch of like different ideas and throwing them in here and try to like get these ideas to mean something at some point, right? Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's make this like this. Let's give this its own little space over here. Doing some research. All right. So what am I? What? Come on. what am I coding this in? That's really what I want to get down for today. Figure out like how I'm going to code this. I could literally as easily make exactly what this person did, where they did a YouTube video series where it's just a bunch of different fighting. But I mean, they still had to, I wonder how they did this. I wonder if they coded this out. Who will win the weapons tournament? Okay. I don't know what they did to do this, but I think this is super smart and I love this idea. Now, I'm gonna add in Snake Game IO. Is it this one? No, it was Slither IO. That's the one. Slither IO. What do they have on YouTube about this? Let's see. Whatever, let's throw on queso. Just want to get like a little screenshot. What's going on? Why is it broken? Cool. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in here. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I do envision some type of, let's get rid of this here. Do like Twitch streamer, there's a Twitch streamer, standby. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. All right. So the idea for me is pretty simple. So let's imagine this is a Twitch stream. So you have a stream here, right? Then I have something like, right, so be right back. And then we'll have what, like the chat here. Chat here, and then here, this rectangle, it'll be something like this, and I want something to the effect of, this is the actual game, right? So if I'm imagining it, let's add like a little, oops, not a comment, I want to add like an ellipse. Is it E or is it what, circle for an oval? Okay, so we have like this little snake here. Go ahead and zoom in here so we can just get a better idea. So why am I doing this in like IDUI? There we go. So we're just ideating here. Let's just come up with an idea, something like this. Hold on, let me fix this over here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And then here, I want to remove that. All right. Cool. So we have the be right back. And then I have the snake here. Now, what's the game? So game mechanics. So am I going to have like, I don't know. Am I going to have... I think to start, just to make it more easier for us, let's just create the snake game, the exact what the snake game is, and then we'll make it like compatible with Twitch, where with the Twitch stream you're able to just have the Twitch stream play the snake game. Now this can evolve into something more complex. I do want something where maybe within the snake game, if you join, you can become a snake as a Twitch. I don't know. It's getting a little complex right now, but let's just keep it simple. MVP is my Be Right Back screen has a coded out snake game where I'm able to have the Twitch chat play it, and that should be good enough. I also want, I'm thinking, so if I'm thinking about this, like, do I want, so what I'm wondering is, do I want, if I go over to, like, do I want my own website for the snake game? I go to Stuther.io, like, if they're playing it on the Be Right Back screen, should this also be reflected here? And then all my Be Right Back screen is just me showing off the game with the Twitch chat enabled. I guess I can do that. And then I'll have rankings with the Twitch chat. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm even gonna connect it. I may just use Go to connect Twitch. So let's do a little bit of research just so I can practice it with Go. So Twitch API. Cool. Starting a poll, prediction, creating stream, scheduling. What are we looking for? We're looking for text or chat, right? Chat integration. Sending chat messages, not what we're looking for. Receiving chat messages. So chat messages are received with event subject. Okay, blah, blah. So it looks like it's just a curl. Handling emotes. I don't care about emotes. So they're received with using event subs channel chat message. Sends a notification when any user sends a message to a channel's chat room. Okay. So it has a bunch of stuff. Okay, so it shouldn't be too difficult. How would I even like connect the Twitch API? I need to register an application. Looks like we do OAuth. Doesn't seem too difficult. Looks like I just do some OAuth stuff in the background, and then I'm gonna copy this, dump it into brain map. So Twitch API. I want to do a link. How do I do a link? Can I do a link here in text? CSS. Paste properties, paste animation, none of this stuff. What the hell? Whatever. Just gonna throw this in here. That doesn't matter so much. Yeah. So we'll do the Twitch API. I think I'm gonna stick to what I know for these first ones. I'm just gonna do again a next project, or I don't know if I want to do next project. kind of want to get away from next, try some new stuff, but yeah, whatever. We'll do next for now. We'll do so website. So what are we trying to say here? So Twitch API is used to receive messages from Twitch chat. And then messages get sent to websites. Will that even like, do we even need to go that far? No, I think I might just make it local. I'm not going to make a live website, but eventually that could work. For MVP, we're just thinking, make a quick local environment. Show the messages. So and in order to be realistic here, right now, for probably the foreseeable future, I'm not going to have many Twitch viewers, if any at all. So what the hell am I going to do, like, in case there is no Twitch viewers? Maybe I'll have a Twitch bot send random commands. Or I could randomize the commands. That'd be cool. So just have like a timer to randomize the commands. We'll just call it, say, basic snake game. So I know it's like a basic mechanic. I'm just gonna make the snake game for the front end. We have randomized commands. I think one of the things to consider, right? When I think about like Twitch plays, like Pokemon, for example, there is Pokemon something you can't do because you have to wait for the commands. It's like RPG. You're taking turns. Like you press up, the character's not gonna move up right away, or it's not constantly moving. Whereas in snaking, there is that issue of you have to always be moving. You're not waiting each frame for command. I think that gets solved by Slither.io to an extent, where they have a very large map. So even if you're not moving, like, you won't die right away. So an example could be like, let's say I just log into like Slither.io, right? Right, I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna let it go. Right, and you can see like I'm not dying right away. If it was regular snake, I probably would have hit the wall by now. They do limit it to, there's like an edge of the map I'm trying to get to here. And the bottom, there's also like, say I do like this, right? See, there's also like a mini map as well, which I do like. I like the idea of having this be more of a globe, where your snake is going across the globe. Right, because like, let's say you reach here, it just takes you to the other side, so it could be circular. That could work for the purposes of this game, in order to not like die. But that also takes away the mechanic of you die if you hit a wall, which is, I think, one of the core mechanics of Snake game. And the question is, does that matter? Will it cease to be fun? I don't know. See, that's the thing. That's the struggle with software engineering, and making it be interesting, right? When you're like thinking about these things, you have to sit down and actually, like, what do you want to make, right? All right, I had this basic idea where I wanted to play Snake game, and I wanted to do something where like Twitch chat can control the snake, but you know, as you go, you realize you gotta think about these things, like what mechanics could remove. Like if you even looking at Silver.io, like when it comes to basic Snake game, they remove the mechanic where if you touch yourself, you automatically die. But they kept the wall mechanic. I'm not sure why. I wonder what the reason was to keep the wall mechanic, but like remove most of everything else. I don't know. Anyway, I'm like over here playing Snake Slither. So as far as MVP goes, I think I'll be happy if I make a Snake game where the snake is wait, is this moving? No, that's me. It looks like it's moving because I'm moving. I'm gonna make a game where the snake is controlled by chat. And then it's like, okay, let's say they press up, down, left, right. How does that affect how much the snake moves if you're doing something more like 3D like this versus like original Snake game? What is like original Snake game? No. My original Snake game. This. So if I go down, yeah, something more like this is what I think I'm gonna make versus the Slither.io where it's more you have more 360 motion versus here, which is more like 2D motion. Now, does that even work though? If you're doing like, I guess you can. I can make it for now. If you reach the edge instead of dying here, it repeats, right? I like that where it just takes you over here, kind of like Pac-Man. We'll do 2D motion for now. Whoops. Let's group these. And then no wall mechanic or wraps when hits wall. I think this is okay, at least just to get started. This is good enough to get some things down. One of the things I also want to add is see how long each thing actually takes me. So one of the first things I'm going to try to probably set up is a Twitch API, making sure that, but I might have to do this on my own. I think it's going to be secrets over there I don't want to leak. Once that's set up and running, I'm going to try to do some type of local environment to show the chat messages, which will be good. And then that will be the next thing. And then after that, I'm going to randomize fans, have like my Twitch bot randomize commands. Then I'll start building out the basics of the Snake game. I think I have enough here just to get myself coding for the next few days. If I were to guess how long it'll take me, with like an hour each day, probably like 2 days, maybe 3 days. And assuming I do this 3 days at most, but I like where I'm going with this. So I'm gonna try to build something with this, and yeah, I think it puts us at a good place. Anyway, I like this. I'm gonna leave this how it is and come back to this later. I think it's only fair for me to do a little bit of portfolio work again before I move on and do anything like and stop streaming for now. I think it's already been about 2 hours. Let me see. It's been about an hour and a half. But as part of my dailies, I do think I should also probably try and do a little bit of portfolio work to make sure I don't not work on this, right? So for now, I have React 3 Fiber working. I think the next thing I'm going to do is try to get this typeface. Let's just see. Parts, list, typeface. By Beth and Matthews Design. Selling it for $12. Do I want to buy it for $12? The question. Does Google have any fonts that are similar to that? Old. Is it like typewriter? That's kind of what it is, right? So typewriter. Techno, is that what I'm looking for? This does kind of have the right feel, but I don't know. I mean, I could use any of these, to be honest. I like this one. Maybe I build it out with this for now. This gives me a little bit of a robotic feel, which I like. It's a little bit too angled for my liking, but I think it's fine for now. I think I'll just use this one. Yeah, anyway, I'll use this one for now. So just to get started, then I need to start building out something, right? Because I have, well, it's not what I wanted. Go back. Let's copy this and just dump it here. Remove this. Should be fine. And to come up what does MVP even look like for Folio right now? Or at least what, like, if I'm just gonna get started, I don't even start this, right? I don't want to go too crazy and start building out the actual this thing yet. I want to build out a little bit of the structure of this. So I can start with maybe, I'm looking at like, how do I get started? So this is the website. Maybe I'll start with the simplest, like getting info onto so we have this, right? I think I'll start getting some info onto like just a square here. Eventually the square will become this thing here. And then having something like, do I want to go? So before I even go crazy and like start building this out, right? I don't want to waste time building out some of the animations and then having to go back and like, because React 3 Fiber is a little bit different, then I have to do the animations differently. I don't want to go through that process. So I'm just trying to build out like, what is the basics, like MS Paint. This is what I like to call it, MS Paint of the site. Break these things down into components and then build that. And when I'm ready, then I start working with like, how do I make it pretty? How do I actually like now use Photoshop to make this stuff good? I guess not Photoshop anymore, right? Anything but Photoshop. I'm not a big old Adobe fan, if you haven't noticed. So what's the plan here? Yeah, I like the idea. Get this typeface here, and then when I scroll, maybe I'll have like the context, I could have like, let me think. So I'll start off with something like, so we'll do Oxanium, right? Have here, like, I want to make this black. You know what? Let's keep the style the same. I'm not going to use the same colors, right? Because I'm not paying for his stuff. So I'm not going to steal all his stuff. But for now, this should be fine. There we go. So I need the stroke to be a different color. What is going on? Why can't I see this? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, what? Why is it looking like, oh, right, because it's stroke and fill. Okay, got it. There we go. Let's bold it a little bit. We'll do, I'm not gonna lie, I may buy this font because I do like the way that the font looks, but we'll see. So far this is working as intended for now. Let's take this. What's going on? I just want to copy this here, copy, paste, drop this down. This is what I'm like thinking, something like this. I don't like this being bigger than what I actually do, or like my name. Maybe I could have this switched, but I don't know. No, I think this is fine. And do right, because what am I presenting? Portfolio. Right, and then I can imagine how much can I play with this here? Let's go in. Let's play with this a little bit. Where are the points? Can I remove this? Yes, I can. All right, let's undo. I'm gonna add a point. Let's do one right here. Actually, I'm okay with that. One right at the middle. Here, to fix it later. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this. Nope, whoops, undo. Can I bring this down? There we go. How do I... It's like a way I used to be able to do this. There we go. Cool. Okay. Go. We want something like this. Bring this down. And then within here, it'll be like similar to what we see over there. I'm gonna lie to you, like, yes, I'm doing the MS Paint version of it, is what I called it. But I'm already liking this a lot. All right, let's go in here. Do this. I want to move this stuff a little bit. Cool. And then let's move the whole thing down a little bit. Censor it. All right. And then we'll have this. I think getting something like this just on the page will be helpful. And when they scroll, it'll be like, it'll open up into the projects. So I could throw this onto the page pretty easily. Now the question is, what is, in terms of MVP, what do I do here next? I guess let's look at what React 3 Fiber offers. Where is that? I want to find that example. This was the example I saw. And I'm interested in seeing what API they use to create the scrolling effect. Wow, this person's really... Wow, this is beautiful. What is this? Oh my god, yeah, this guy is good. Yeah, this is kind of like what I want to do. Similar, this is basically the same idea as this here. What is this? Oh, it's lagging. It looks like it's randomly moving whenever I move this. I don't care that much about that. Let's take a look at this. It looks like they're using React Spring for some of this animation stuff. Mono Reaper holding the demos. Okay, so what do they call it? This one was... What is this one? Okay, so he has pictures of it. Yeah, see, this guy has a lot of pretty awesome stuff he's doing here. Shake camera scroll, is this the one? No. This is the one I wanted to see. Okay. Okay, so use scroll here. Got some offsets here. Camera position. This is canvas app. Okay. Fog. And then scroll controls, and then I wonder what the rig is. Yeah, this guy is way more advanced than me on using stuff, but I'm not gonna go too crazy doing all this. Here's a carousel, here's an array. There's a card here. So you gotta calculate the position using the math sign, pi, okay. Gotta remember how to do stuff as well. Shouldn't be too difficult though. Here's a card, whether it's hovered or not, that stuff. Alright. I think more of what I'm interested in is the scroll controls. So let's look that up in here. I don't want tutorials, I just want to see. I think he's getting this from this, isn't he? So if I go here, probably if I look up scroll controls. Why can't I find this? Scroll controls, React, free fiber. Oh, Dre. What is Dre? Okay. Might have to use this. It's being maintained though, it's a question. 3 weeks ago it is good. Yeah, I might have to use this. Okay. Go ahead and add that to the project. Folio. Before I do that, let me just make sure. Install. Prerequisites, you have to have NVM. Do I have NVM? I think I do. No, I don't. Don't want to install NVM. I guess I'll install that. Brew. Install NVM. Brew installation is not supported. If I use it, please uninstall. Oh, okay. I will do that. Alright, so it does not like Brew. So let's install using whatever the installing. Install an update, blah, blah, blah. You should run this installation script. To do that, you may either download or run the script manually. Okay. Okay, so we got NVM. What version do we have? So, all right, so we just got the latest version. Cool. So we're there. Let's go back. Install NVM, then make sure the version satisfies. It's just like node v23. Yeah, it should be good. I want to install yarn. Do I have yarn? Yes, I do. It's gonna start a yarn lock, man. I don't think I had to do all that, I'm not even gonna lie to you. But whatever. Let's see. This package is using standalone 3s. Okay, basic usage, you have all of this stuff. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. I'm okay with this. What's up with the images missing? It's kind of bothering me anyway. Introduction. We got the installation. We have basic usage here. And we want to set up some type of scroll stuff eventually, right? I think what I'll do, just so I feel happy where I'm at, let's go ahead and... Oh. Oops. Want to wait for a second. Let's go ahead and do like something like... Let's get this up and running. Let's see what this looks like. Why does it keep breaking? Hold on. I think it's my HDMI. Cool. So we have this random little setup here. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Obviously, I don't need this right now. And do I want to leave the canvas in? I don't know. Leave this as is for now. I'm going to remove all this random stuff. We don't need any of this. So far, so good. Comment this out temporarily. Remove this as well. Actually, comment this out as well. And then what I want to do is I want to start building the structure of the actual content. So we're going to go... Let's call this, I don't know if content is the right thing I want to call this, but I'll rename this later if anything. Content, we'll do, first page is going to be, let's call it intro.tsx, and then the second page is probably going to be, actually wait, hold on. Right, before I forget, this probably needs to have this around it. Verbal call. Oops. Same thing here. Go. Intro, we'll do literally gonna just build out exactly what I put in the Figma. Let's open up the Figma. We'll have I don't know if I want to make this like a H1. I don't really want to do that, to be honest. I don't want to make this a P tag either. Just make these divs for now. I'm not really thinking too much about the structure here for now. I just want to get some stuff on the page. Let's go down here into page, and then we'll do intro. Throw this in. Cool. Think I'll also do, why not? Let's add some who styles that intro here. Okay, so my idea is I'm just gonna put this in the middle. Get some CSS going as well. Just gonna start that. Put in the grid. Just place item center. Cool. Probably need to, and then do like height 100 SVH. It's good enough. Nice. And right is a grid, so it's probably considering this its own thing. All this should be in its own div. Cool. Along with this, I'm also going to do projects.tsx. Projects. CSS. I'm going to copy this stuff here. Dump this into here. Just change, what is it? Intro to projects. And go over to page. So I want to get stuff onto the page now. See projects all the way at the bottom. Right, 'cause this intro has 100 SVH. I probably don't want the intro to have 100 SVH. Leave it as is for now. Or do I? No, because it's a child. Eventually it's going to be the entire folio itself. Go ahead and add that. Folio.tsx is going to wrap everything. This is where probably all of the random stuff is going to be. Instead of page having everything, I'll just have folio here. Yeah, this makes more sense. Folio. Dump this here. Where's folio? There you go. this, do one of these. So all I'm doing is I'm changing the structure and I'm making it expert default folio. Why do I keep doing that? Intro, let's import that. Cool. I did a lot of stuff. Let's go make sure everything we broke still works. Cool, this should add all that, and then yeah, because it's like, what the hell's folio, that module, that CSS, go here. What's this? Border, yellow, solid. Height, this one's gonna have SVH, and then width 100. View width, I think it's fine. I don't need to do that. It's okay for now. Cool. Let's also make this black. Very obvious. Cool. It's a little bit off screen, but that's probably because of some of the defaults. Just like margin on all the things, but it's okay. We'll fix that as well. No, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna go ahead and do display grid. And now I could place everything in the middle. Cool. Now, why the heck is intro, right? So this is the intro. Control W. What am I even listening to right now? Hold on, what the heck? I didn't even think I could listen to that. Let's go back to this. It is what it is. Where were we? So I had the folio itself. This is the intro. I'm gonna do like control. It's not switching. And then it's the intro, then the projects. These are each their own sections. They don't need all this stuff now, right? Same thing here. And then if I look at what folio is, if I go... portfolio is here. So it has both of them inside of the grid, and it's trying to place some center. So let's create some fake projects now. And I think this should be good. Eventually, this is the bare minimum structure. I think the projects is just going to have... So I need to get rid of projects here. And then do something to the effect of... it's going to have, what, project name? It's going to be more of a table, no? Something like this. Which means I need to probably do... Just for now, do some decoration. Does this work? I don't think it does. Oh, it does work. Okay, cool. And do gap like 15 pixels. Cool. I want to do gap 15 pixels or maybe margin. I want to do the gap 15 pixels, but I'm gonna need to go into like the something like this and do margin like 15 pixels. This might work. No. Get rid of underline. Let's do border. Bottom black solid pixel. And now we can do the gap. Something like that. We could do even maybe justify. What is it? Justify content. Space between. Should be fine. Let's make width 100%. Way too much. Do like 80%. Cool. That's looking much better. Let me go ahead and scroll it up a little bit so we can see it. Yeah, it's looking much better. All right. And then we'll do, for now, we'll just do, let's focus on projects, right? Eventually want to do const projects equals, it's going to fake this. Maybe I'll do like a projects.ts here. Dump this in here. And it'll just be export const projects equals array of random projects. We do name and link for now. And then here will be like link. And then we'll do what? Gonna have a what is it? Name of the link. href, which would be all right. It's fine for now. We'll just do 3. Cool. Now we could import this. Why is he yelling at me for this now? It has no default. Okay, it has no default. But there it is, a default. So why you? Oh right, because I did this. It's fine. Import projects from and then we'll do hit him with one of these. One of these. And lastly, projects.map. Hit this. And then bring this back up here. Save. And I'm missing the closing one. There we go. Cool. Key is never used. Yes, it is. Used right here. Key.name. Key.link.name. Should be enough. This TypeScript is mad about something. Speaking of interfaces right now, I'm gonna go ahead and create a quick interface. It's gonna literally just be, what is it? Is it like this? How do I do interfaces? Like this. It's this, and then we do name string. And we'll go ahead and do link, which is object with a name string, and then href string. Go. It's gonna be array of projects. Now this should be not as bad, right? Or is it still? There. Is it really mad that I don't have this? It's really mad at that. That's funny. Whatever, does not matter. What's the issue? Gotcha. Alright, so far so good. And now one of the issues here is I need probably class name equals styles.row here. Projects.module.css. This shouldn't be flex, this should actually be .row. Nice. Okay, but why is it only showing? All right, because it's only here. This needs to go here. Cool. All right, so this is the basics of it. I think next time I could work on just getting, like, maybe. I think I want to work on just straight up getting like the scrolling effect working. So I'm gonna have to probably do some work to hide some of the stuff, but I'm gonna play around with the scrolling stuff so I could get used to React 3 Fiber. And just get a better idea of how I'm gonna get all this stuff to work. Maybe also set up a canvas just to get started with that. But if I could just get this eventually showing where I'm able to scroll and it does what I want, I think that'll be good enough. And then eventually we're gonna actually add some projects and the fonts to make it look better too. But I think it's a good place to stop here. Just for myself, I'm probably not gonna read this, but next steps, what am I doing? So next steps, I'm gonna focus on getting scroll working and playing canvas and React 3 Fiber. Cool. Cool. So I like where I'm at. I think this is a good place to stop for tonight. What did we do? We did our daily grind. We increased the audio of the stream. I think now I'm gonna go back and check, see how it sounds. I also introduced the new project I want to work on, which was the shoot, what was the project? I don't even remember. What was I working on like last hour, a few hours ago? The snake game. So we have the idea of how to get that started. Also got a little bit further in the portfolio. So each day, right, the idea is each day we'll make slow incremental progress. And I think so this is what week 1. After week 1, maybe I'll do a little compilation of all of the things that I've done and where I'm at. But yeah, I'm not spending crazy hours on here doing marathon streams. It's only 2 hours max, 3 hours sometimes. But this will help me get back into coding every day and keep me accountable for all the little things I want to make. So I'm gonna keep trying to do this every single night and see how far I can get. And yeah, eventually I'm gonna create some videos. So we'll see. This is just the beginning, and more and more we do this, the better I get. I do know there is one thing I really want to work on, and is my enthusiasm. I'm considering switching to the morning just because I'm way more energetic in the morning. At the end of the day, I'm so tired after the full day, but we'll see. I like this schedule right now because I'm not bothered so much, but I don't know. I'm interested. But anyway, this has been fun. I'm gonna go ahead and end now and then continue tomorrow.